That's right. Finish.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, before we start the lesson for today, let me check your attendance first. Okay, for today, who's no? Who's didn't start class today?
Maybe Olia, ma'am.
Maybe Olia. Why she didn't come?
She's sick, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you for your information.
Yes, ma'am.
Just Devi Olia?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now let's start the lesson. Before we start, I want to ask you, did you still remember what we learned last week?
Yes, ma'am.
What is it?
Procedure text, ma'am.
Okay, that's correct. Procedure text. But before we start our lesson today, I would like to remind you again that today's lesson we're gonna continue our lesson last week, which is we have learned about the first learning objective. We have learned about the definition, generic structure, and linguistic element of the procedure text. So today we're gonna learn about the two of these learning objectives. The first one is we will be able to answer questions based on the procedure text, and then the last one is you will able to make a structurally correct procedure text in groups. Okay, you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now let's start. I forgot. Before we move to the next step, I would like to ask you about what you remember about our last lesson. Do you still remember, Rachel?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you remember? Please tell us something.
Definition of procedure text, ma'am.
Definition of procedure text? Yes, and go on.
Procedure text is the text that involves, explains, or help the reader on how to make or use something.
Okay, that's correct. Good job, Snow. This procedure text is the text that inform, explain, or help the reader on how to make or do something. I'm glad that you still remember our last lesson in the last week. Okay, we have learned about this. Okay, so this is what we're gonna learn today. You will choose best answer based on the text above. Okay, so as I mentioned before, that today we're gonna learn about choose the best answer based on the text that you have read before. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so there are 5 questions here, and now have you done with the text?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now I will try to ask you about your answer. For the first question, what is the main ingredient of the baguette tempe? What is your answer?
A, ma'am.
A. You answered correct. Please stand up. Tell me.
For number one, my answer is A, tempe.
Yes, that's correct.
Number two, C.
C.
For to learn the shape of tempe.
Okay, that's right. And then number 3.
Number three is B. After we share the tempe and for we match the tempe.
Okay. Number 4.
C, ma'am. Goal, materials, and steps.
Okay, correct. And the last question.
D, ma'am. To describe about how to make regular tempe.
Okay. Thank you, Snow. Good job. Please give applause to your friend. And I want to remind you guys that the main social function of procedure text is to describe about how to make or use something. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
You got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we come to the second task. So I want you to work in groups to make a simple procedure text about how to make a food or how to use something. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now please start. I'll give you around 5 at a time here. So take your time. Okay, time's up. Are you guys done? check it and see the result next week. I think this is the end of our class today, but before we end our class, I want to check your attendance about what we have learned today. Maybe Husnul can give me something, conclusion about what you have learned today.
The general structure of problem specs is goal, materials, and steps.
Okay, that's correct. Good job, Husnul. I think if the material is clear enough, I just want to tell you again that a procedure text is a text that we use to tell the reader about how to make or use something. And the generic structure of procedure text is three, as Mufusal mentioned before: goal, material, and steps. Okay? You got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I think that's all for our class today. Yeah, this is the end of our session. So I hope you guys remember what we have learned before, and then for your test, I will check it and I will tell you how the result in the next week. Okay? Okay. So thank you so much for your attention, and I'll see you again next week.